Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. So on this video I'll share with us how to make an A-line dress with a fishtail. It's very beginners friendly and easy to understand. So the first thing you need is a basic skirt pattern from the waist to the nail. That's what you need. So the next thing you need is to fold your fabric on fold, and how to determine the wideness of your fabric. What I use is my hip circumference divided by 2. Whatever I have as the answer, I will use it to get the width of my fabric. You get? So my pattern has allowances, as you can see, so I'll place it on the fabric after getting the width of my skirt, I mean the wideness of my fabric. After getting that, I will now, from my waistline, I will now take my waist to floor length measurement. So we all know that this is a line dress, so your floor length should be your floor length, not your ankle length. So after that, I will rule out the straight line like you see me do on the video. So like I said, how wide you want your A-line to be, it's your preference, but for me, I'm using my hip divided by 2. So the next thing I will do, on my new line, I'll come up by 1 inches and connect it to my floor length at the side front like this, using a straight ruler, as you can see me do. So if you think this is too wide for you, you can reduce it to what you are going for. To get the point? So the next step is, from the hem of my skirt, I'll on the side, I will come up by 2 inches just to have a curvy look there. I don't want that place to be pointy after sewing it. You get it? So I'll use my chalk to curve it to the main side like that. So that is that for it. So I'm going to cut out the front skirt. It's very simple. So I'm done cutting. So I place a fresh fabric on fold and place the front skirt on it. So the fabric you are folding should be wider and longer than the front one. One thing you should know, that this A-liner with fishtail consume fabric. That's what you should have in mind before starting this project. So I use 4 yard to get this. I'm using a dot face for this. I use 4 yard. So after that is done, if your front and back skirt pattern is the same thing, like you don't have this our snatch pattern stuff that we have on the back of our pattern, this is what you're going to do next after placing your front and back fabric. So on the knee line, you come up by 1.5. So this is your center front, remember, and the fabric under is your center back. Hope you get now. So from that your center back, you come up by 1.5 from your nail line like you see me do, and you go out by 1 inches for your zipper allowance. And on your waistline, you take your zipper allowance by 1 inches and connect it to that 1.5 you came off from your nail. And from that your 1.5 you came off from your nail, you connect it straight to the down part of your fabric like so. So how long you want your fish to be, it's your preference. It depends on how much fabric you have. You get? So what I have here is, from my front skirt, the end part, I came down by 14 inches. That's what I had left on my fabric. So I came down by 14 inches on the side, on this center back. Yes, center back. So that's how I got that. From that my center back, I will now cover it to my side like this. So I'll connect it like this, the way you are seeing me do. So if you want your fish to be longer than this, what I have here, you extend it small. That means you're going to use more than this 4 yard I use for my own. So from that my center back, I'll connect it straight down to that 1.5 inches I came up. So I'll connect it like this, straight down, using my straight ruler. So if you want it to be wider than this, you have to get more fabrics, guys. So I'm trying to work with what I have. You get the point. So guys, that is how to get your back and your fishtail. If your front and back skirt pattern bodies is the same, if you do not do the zipper bulge alternation, you do not snatch your nail, you are good to go. You start cutting now from the side to the floor to the end side, your fishtail like so, and your zipper area like that. But if you're using this pattern I'm using, and which I advise you go watch the video, is on my page already. So you bring your back pattern and place it on your front skirt like this. So you make sure that the nail are matching and is placed same way, like the right side of your, like the center back and the center front of your skirt should match at this point. You get what I'm trying to say? Your pattern, your back center front pattern should match your skirt front pattern like that. You get? So I'm going to pin in, and this my on my waist area, I'm going to fold in my front skirt like this, so we can draft and cut out this thing properly without touching the front of it. So I'm still going to pin, and make sure that you pin very well. So the next step I'm going to do is, on the knee line, I will come up by 1.5. So this is my center front and my center back. You get? So I'm going to come up by 1.5 from my knee line. That's where my fishtail will start from. So you can come up by 2 inches or 1 inches, but I prefer 1.5 is always good for me. So you can do what you want to do here, but I'm using 1.5 here. So I'll connect it straight down to my fishtail. So how long you want your fishtail to be depends on what you're working with and the fabric you're working with. So if you want it to be this wide, that means you have to have more fabrics for it to be wide. So what I have here, I'm working with it. So I'll just use my ruler to mark it straight down like this. So that is that for it's very, very simple. After you have drafted your front bodies, to make the back is not easy. So from that 1.5, I'll follow my zipper line like this. I'm just following it like that. As you can see, my fabric has allowance, so I'm following that my center back pattern like this. I'm checking out like that. I'll come to the waist, I'll check it out. So as we know, the side and the front and back side are together, they are matching. So that is that for everything. So we'll start cutting out now. So guys, if you have watched to this extent, please subscribe and share my videos, please guys. So I'll start cutting. As you can see, after cutting, that is the end of the class. So thank you guys for always coming through, for always watching my videos. I appreciate you. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do where to subscribe, and I love you so much. God bless you. Stay blessed. If there's anything you want me to recreate, kindly say it on the comment section or send me a DM on my Instagram page, and I'm going to recreate it for you guys. Thank you so much. So I just notched that my 1.5 I came up from, and that is the end of our class. Thank you.